Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and today I want to talk about something that's been a bit of a stumbling block for me in the past. In fact, it's still a bit of a stumbling block for me nowadays, if I allow it to be, in terms of, learning stuff, especially on YouTube, because YouTube is a great place to learn how to improve yourself. There's loads and loads of videos that you can literally binge on about self-improvement. That's exactly what I've done over the years, and now I'm basically making those kind of videos myself because I feel that whilst I'm making these videos to help other people, it's reinforcing all these things that I've learned over the years, and it's helping me just as much. The problem is sometimes you find yourself just consuming too much content and not actually taking action. Some people will call it mental masturbation. I haven't made that up. I've got it from other videos like this, where you basically sit in a trance all day, consuming content, but never actually going out and testing it out, never actually taking action. And it's just another example of your mind just tripping you up and preventing you from improving yourself. It will fool you into thinking that you are improving yourself by watching these videos about improving yourself, but if you're not actually taking action and using the stuff you've learned, you're not improving yourself whatsoever. In fact, you're probably hindering yourself because you're then training your mind to be the kind of person that instead of working hard and going out and seeking improvement in your life, you're just gonna switch something on for instant gratification, something that's gonna make you feel better, but in the long run not actually make you better, just like going to get high, just like going to take drugs, just like eating a load of sugary foods. It's just instant gratification and no long-term gain. So it's definitely something you need to watch out for. I've said before that, I first started watching self-improvement stuff when I was quite a lot younger, when I was very unconfident when it comes to approaching women, etc, etc. I would go out and just get wasted, and I did have success with women, but it wasn't proper success. It was just going out, getting wasted, finding a girl who's wasted, and then whatever happens. But there came a point where I wanted to actually try and be more social, actually try and be better with women. It was a time where I sort of naturally stopped hanging around with people that were getting stoned all the time, which meant that I didn't have anyone to go out and chase women with. So I had to learn skills, But what you'll learn when you watch that type of content, the good stuff anyway, is that it's not about trick lines and chat up lines that are going to instantly make a girl fall for you. It's actually all about improving yourself, improving your life, turning yourself into a better person so that you become more attractive and you attract more women. But yeah, I used to find myself literally for hours and hours and hours and hours a day watching these videos of pickup artists, or self-improvement people, and just consuming all this content, and I was learning a lot of technical stuff, I suppose you could say, but I wasn't actually really going out and putting much of it to practice because I was still an unconfident person, socially awkward person. It would have been way better if I watched a couple of videos and then basically forced myself to never watch any more videos until I'd gone out and approached a load of women, for example. So what I'd say to anyone who's watching these kind of videos and consuming this type of content about eating healthier, about exercising, about meditation, about anything to do with self-improvement, are you watching these videos but not actually implementing any of it? Because if you're watching the videos, it probably means that you want to improve yourself in some way, or you want to try some new things out in your life to see if they're going to improve your life in some way. It probably means you're not overly happy with your life, or you can see that there are areas of your life that you want to improve. And in reality, everyone should be trying to improve their life. So if you do see areas in your life that you want to improve, that's a good thing. But what I would say is, yes, watch these videos, watch other videos like these, you know, from inspirational people that are going to inspire you to make a change. You know, they're going to educate you about ways that you can make a change, but then please do go and implement the things that they're talking about. You know, go and try things. If they work, implement them into your life in the long term. If they don't, then try some other things. Don't sit there for 3, 4, 5 hours a day watching content about improving yourself and then never trying anything, because ultimately we've all got a finite amount of time on this planet, and you know, there's a finite amount of improvement that you can make before you die, quite frankly. So it's all about taking action. It's not about consuming content, because you know, your mind will happily let you sit there watching a load of stuff, tricking you into thinking that you're improving yourself, when in reality you're not. You're just going down an even darker path of getting into the habit of never taking action with anything. The process of taking action in itself is going to improve you as a person, even if the thing you take action on doesn't actually end up being something that you implement in your life long term. You know, just practicing taking action is going to make you into a better person. And similarly to this, you know, we all know people out there, or we've done it ourselves. I can say that I've recognised this in other people and recognise it in myself, where you talk about stuff so much that you never end up doing it. You know, it's almost as if, because you've spoke about something that you want to do, spoke about some sort of idea you've got, it's almost like you've tricked your brain into thinking you've already done it, and then you never end up doing it. You know, a couple of examples, you know, I'm into working on cars and stuff, and we've all got dreams about what we want to do next on our cars. You know, it's good to make plans, it's good to, you know, visualize the light at the end of the tunnel, but unfortunately there are people out there that, you know, they're just dreamers. Like, they talk about what they want to do. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know, you could have an hour-long conversation with them, and they're literally telling you the whole project from start to finish. And then the next time you see them again, they're telling you again their project from start to finish, or, you know, a couple of things they've changed their mind on. You know, these things that are months and months in the future, if they actually pull their finger out and start working on their car, but they're changing their mind. Oh, I'm not going to do that anymore, I'm going to do this, when they've got a million things to do before they even get to that point. You know, and it's another example where people are living in the future, you know, not living in the present moment. You know, not just taking one thing at a time, not just looking at what's in front of them. They're looking way far ahead, and you know, you're wasting time looking at things far in the future, and then you end up getting absolutely nothing done in the present. You know, so you almost talk things not into existence. You know, and it's very similar to sitting there watching a load of videos and not actually taking action. You know, you're giving your mind an excuse to not take action. I'm not saying never talk about the future, like in the example I gave. I'm not saying never talk to your friends about what you want to do to your car, like moving forward. But in a way, it'd be better to just never say anything and then be like, I've done this, I've done that. Or, you know, what I'm going to be doing next is this. You know, rather than talking about all the stuff you're going to be doing way in the future, which you never end up actually getting round to doing. So, you know, essentially, I'd say try and be a doer rather than a talker, or a doer rather than a watcher in terms of watching videos without taking action. You know, become a doer, take action. You know, make a point of noticing when your mind is tripping you up and making you talk about things that you want to do rather than do what you want to do. And also notice when your mind is allowing you to sit there consuming content about something without actually going to take action. You know, I've had a lot of friends when I started making YouTube videos that have said, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, you know, and none of them ever have. You know, they've all been waiting. Oh, I'm going to start a YouTube channel when I've learned how to edit videos. I'm going to start a YouTube channel when I've got a good camera. I'm going to start a YouTube channel when I've got more time. And, you know, these things never happen. You're better off just focusing on, right, what do I need to do right now so that I can start a YouTube channel? pick up my phone and record, you know. Then once you've recorded some stuff, then go and find out how you're going to edit it. Yeah, then you've edited it. Then go and find out how you can upload it, like, and build on things like that, rather than, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and becoming a talker and not a doer. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't talk about your plans, don't have dreams, don't visualize the future. And likewise, I'm not saying don't go and consume a load of really decent content on YouTube that's going to inspire you to improve yourself. But what I am saying is make sure you take action as well. You know, look at the ratio between talking and acting and the ratio between consuming and acting. And you might find that you're doing a little bit too much consuming and not enough acting, because ultimately you're going to learn more by acting, doing what you want to do, and then, you know, making mistakes and adjusting, than you are by sitting there for hours watching videos and, you know, trying to become great at something before you've even attempted to implement anything you've learned. And, you know, again, when it comes to talking about stuff, feel free to make plans, feel free to tell your friends what you're doing. You know, if you've got friends that have got the same interest as you, it's good to sort of talk about, you know, what your future plans are and, you know, inspire each other, etc., etc. But don't be that one guy in the group that talks the most but does the least. You know, you'd be better off being the one that talks the least and then shocks everyone by doing the most. So look, I hope that makes sense. Like most things I go on about, I feel like I don't do it justice. I've got a thought in my mind of something that I think will help you, because, you know, it's something that I have stumbled on and something that I continue to stumble on if I allow my mind to. And yeah, I'm just blurting it out on a drive to the gym. But now I have made it to the gym, so it's time for me to get in there and get this workout in, because that's going to make me into a stronger person mentally and physically. And that is the key to a happy life as far as I'm concerned. But as usual, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.